Alright. Back at it. Hello and welcome to some Rational Magic. Wow. Hello and welcome to some Rational Magic, jumping into Premier Best of One Draft Ikoria today. Jump right on into it. There I go. All bright and colorful. My camera can never decide what it wants its default settings to be. But, nonetheless, let's jump on into it. I've been drafting, I don't know. I feel a little bit recklessly because I've been doing a lot of experimenting around with the set. I almost always end up in 3 colors, but the argument for that being it's incredibly easy to support 3 colors in this set. Hornbash Mentor is okay. Bonder's Enclave I think is actually a very playable card in any deck, and it's making me want to first pick it. There is a lot of trample synergy, but 3 mana is a lot. This kind of makes up for its own value by being a 3/3 statted creature. Is a large reason why this is like a little bit above average, because it has an ability and it's a relevant body. This is a really weak first pick, but it does almost guaranteed go into any deck I play. It's weird that it's essentially Castle Lochthwain in any color. But I think there are such good value engines in Ikoria that even this seems a little bit weak to me. And I don't know, maybe I'm off, but that just seems like the power level of the set makes things like Castle Lochthwain in any color feel a little bit less manageable. So some good cards here, nothing too incredible. Serval has a ton of synergy in the set. Pacifism, probably the #1 here. Actually, I didn't catch that first glance. Necropanther is a fine card. Dark Bargain I like very much. Farfinder might even be my #2 in this pack. Just reliably searching out whatever you happen to be splashing. But I'll pick Pacifism, one of the higher rate removals. An early Bonder Prodigy. Doesn't have a lot of support in this set. Prickly Marmoset is an insane payoff, and we're in white already. So I haven't hard drafted the cycle deck yet, but after listening to some other impressions, it seems like it is clearly the best deck. The best deck. But I think Lord 25 seconds. Lord Dracus actually has incredible value and a very cheap mutate cost. I think it's quite competitive. The mutate cost is also the split color, so you don't essentially have to play this. Well, you will play it in blue-red, but it's not as restrictive as it may seem. 2/4 flyers, cycles are 3. Put a flying counter on something. It's a fine card, the problem being that cycling is too much in that case. I think One in the Mind has the highest payoff in this pack. Essence Symbiote is also very good, but this at least shares a color with something I've already picked, and I like it very much. It's pretty easy generally to get this down to 1 mana. If you're in red, you have the 2 mana create 2 1/1 tokens, a human and a beast. The menace support in the set is real. Memory Leak is actually much higher on my radar. Serrated Scorpion this late is tempting. This isn't a card that should be passed around too much. But I'm very tempted just to take this synergy supporter. The menace supporter. That one's a little tough. I think I'll stick to a color that I already have when it's a close decision. Confirm pick. Waiting on players to pass a draft pack. So pick 1, pack 1, pick 5. Coming in. These are just okay cards on average. We've drafted no bombs, which is a real weakness in Ikoria if you just don't see something with extreme power. Gust of Wind is probably the best standalone card. This tutors to the graveyard if you spend exactly this mana. 32 seconds. Return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So, I like this. I like Evolving Wilds almost as much. But this is a very solid card engine that can cycle. Easy Prey, another very good black card. Coming late down the pipeline. I mean, I really don't want to switch colors. This is also a very high value pack. Frostlinks in blue, one of the best creatures. There's a ton of cool stuff you can do with Godzilla. Shouldn't say a ton. If you can bring it back to play, it's pretty insane, and it cycles itself. I think these are very, very close. Green-blue, like, is highly supported. So I'm tempted just to grab that. I have 2 cycling cards so far. Neither of them are at 1 cost. That pick, there's a lot of directions it could have gone. I think maybe even picking up the Frostlinks had a good amount of... There's a good argument to be made for that. But we'll see. If I start picking up green-blue cards, I could still go that direction. I've only seen 1 good pick for white that really stood out to me in 7 picks. And it is splashable, just throwing in pacifism. You're generally not using on turn 2. Although, man, if they play the 1 mana cycling card, you're doing it. Crazy format. Frostlinks. Primal Empathy is a very tempting card here. I think it's a pretty solid card engine. Frostlinks is just pretty decent. It's like the top end of common creatures. Primal Empathy is greed, and I do get punished a lot for being super greedy. I do get punished a lot. Maybe I'll just take the guaranteed card. Here the Facet Reader is a fine curve filler. Has some utility to it. Keep Safe is okay. I like Serval. I like Dark Bargain. I like Cocoon, and it's any color. 4 mana, flash 1/6. Kind of jokey. I'll take the Menace creature. It actually has a lot of support for Menace. Like 3 mana 2/2 Super Menace. Could still be a deck. Spinnerets might even be better than the 3/5. Doesn't look like green is gonna pan out here. And then we get past a Sandworm Last. It's a very playable card. Blibbidi-blibbidi-bay. Mothra, Supersonic, double white. Flame Spill. Footfall Crater. Blade Banish. Evolving Wilds. Rumbling Rockslide. Serrated Scorpion. I don't think I can force double white. Double white is a little more than the splash, and Flame Spill 100% makes it into the deck every time. So it's like a shame to pass a card that good, because that is an A card, but do what you gotta do. Red, white, black dual land is actually tempting. Another pacifism makes it to us. Maybe white's open in one direction and not the other. Can't turn that down. Despite all this green pile here, I'm not really... Oh man, my green screen is just dying right now. I don't anticipate... Oh, spoke too soon. It's a very good green card. 1/3... Can only cast from your hands. This turns off Companion, interestingly enough. Frostveil Ambush is actually a fine card, and it's a 1-mana cycler. But Charge of the Forever Beast, it's premium removal. And even though I'm avoiding it, I do actually have a lot of green stacked up here. A Cycle Supporter, not one of the better payoffs. Another cycling green card. Like, I'm looking at the curve and there's nothing in the early game, and then here's a bunch of convenient creatures that cycle early. We'll take out some of the less playable stuff here. This is essentially what's influencing my decision. I like Ominous Seas a lot, and I think I have a lot of cycle already. And I don't think that's a good enough green card to push me. The Gorilla was actually like pretty serious of a choice too, but it's not a premium card. This is excellent. It's good to finally see some power coming our way. Another Charge with Forever Beast is also great, but I'll take what can be a game-winning body over some of the more tricky stuff. Rumbling Rockslide is very, very playable. We would have to heavily commit to white and splash black. I'm not like... I don't have good fixing. I don't even have dual lands, really. In fact, I have colorless lands. So it's really tempting to ultimatum here, but I think Rockslide is just a consistent kill spell. Classification is hilarious. You need a way to get through. Super Menace is actually a way. Trample is a way. Tigorilla is the more consistent card here. Counterspell is also very good. We got a black-green dual land. I mean red-green. I think a red-green dual land actually, like... Man. You can win with this card sometimes. Maybe I'll play it for the memes. And we get the opportunity to commit to Super Menace. Super Menace is real. It's a shame we're not in black if we're trying to push Super Menace. I could even, like... I could cut the blue that doesn't cycle and just turn into... You cycle. Turn into a green deck here and start cycling things at 2 mana. I'd probably be cutting Pacifism in that case. Serval, more white stuff. Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds. We get the white, black, green uncommon crystal. Sleeper Dart. Double Strike that cycles itself. This can be actually a game winner, which is pretty cool. Murder something with flying. I'll take the 1-mana cycler here. The combination of Menace and tapping down people's creatures is actually like significant, and that's probably making the deck. We have the double Sonorous Hellbonder, so this just almost always gets through. I like this combat trick. I like Blade Banish a lot, but I don't think I'm even in white anymore. But you know what, I'll take, on the off chance we change our mind, I'll take that card. So the 5 mana, exile something from your graveyard, create a 1/1 copy of it. A second Monument Rumbler. This looking very pretty. Evolving Wilds. Got a Blood Curdle, we're nowhere near black. I'm going to beat him up. I'm just gonna beat them up. I don't even need classification, I'm just gonna beat them up. Although this becomes a 10/10 double strike. Ooh, I love Cheville. Seeing a Fox. Hard to imagine that stays around. This isn't actually a great pack. Barrier Breach can do some work. It's the 1-mana cycler, draw spell. Barrier Breach can do work. I've seen it used to great effect. But honestly, I have too many 3-drops. My curve's a little weird. This is blue, red. Okay, so here's the reason to splash white. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Let's do it. My deck is gonna look very different by the end of this. So keep that in mind. Back for more. Crazy good. Glowstone Recluse is very, very strong. Got the red-green land, which I like a lot. Essence Scatter, I like a ton. White-blue Flyer is pretty decent as well. But we have plenty of evasion. Our 3 is actually a little bit full. Baby Godzilla. Do I even have Mutate? I don't think I have Mutate, nor are all these cards staying. I'm not mutating at all. I nearly picked that card. Clash of Titans is kind of fun. Clash of Titans is definitely fun. What a ridiculous deck. Okay. Glider. 1 damage, 4/2. Potential card draw. This is crap. I don't want any of this. 1 mana cycling. 1 mana cycling. Maybe. Blade Banish. There's no way another Blade Banish is making the deck. That might. That just might. What am I cutting here? We're just like first picking stuff. It's not gonna. Not gonna do anything for me. How many cards is that? 23. That's exactly enough playables. Blade Banish, Rumbling Rock Slide. One of these probably goes. I still have blue. This is technically, it can be double red. I still have blue here. Huh. This is green and white. Cross links. I don't like Blister a lot. I don't think it's a good mutate target. We have enough 4-drops that I don't want to clunk. Make that slot more clunky than it is. I don't want to clunk! You heard me. Today no man shall clunk. I don't actually know here. Probably gets cut. Well, that was something. Splashing blue-white. We have like 5 proactive 4-drops and 1 kill spell and 4. Remember when I said this makes any deck? It maybe doesn't make the 4-color deck. 41 cards. We're not mutating anything, are we? I don't think I am. I have a single mutate, which is Lord Drakus, who honestly maybe doesn't make the deck. I'm absolutely sure I can find like filler stuff to put in. We're hard menace. We have plenty of answers. Plenty of answers. Like, that's all removable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kill spells. And I'd be happy just to put in another cycler. This is a 1-mana cycler, which is why it sort of caught my eye there. Pay 1 to enchant a land. Target creature gains trample and haste. The cool part about Footfall Crater is that I drafted Classification. So if I give something plus 20/20, and then I essentially have an enchantment that says that creature also gains trample, that's kind of my game winner, right? And it cycles. It cycles for 1 mana. So it's never a dead card. This Grumbling Rockslide might be better, honestly, than Blade Vanish. But they're very close. This is a splash, like I'm not reliably even able to cast it. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 cards with cycling is probably not enough to warrant running fewer lands than this. Honestly, Checkpoint Officer might be better than Rockslide. It's kind of cool to be able to, like, if I pacify something with high power and low toughness, I can later use Clash of Titans to... It's still 1 for 1. The most ideal situation is when you 2 for 1 with this card, but it just means you will find more situations where Clash of Titans kills 2 things. I would think. Put a menace counter, target non-human. So this can't count target checkpoint. It can hit either friendships. I should just consider this a double red card and play it. I think I was probably wrong to cut. I'm pretty happy with this overall. I could include a Rumbling Rockslide. How many cards actually trigger Whirlwind? Trigger? How many cards actually trigger Whirlwind of Thought? Is it purely like the feedback? So now that'll fix the green screen. And later it won't like light. Okay, so I sort of got mixed up in thought there. Cards that trigger Whirlwind of Thought. Classification, Barrier Breach, Claws, and then any of these. Just 6 cards. Yeah. That's definitely enough. 6, 7, 8, 9 cards trigger Whirlwind of Thought. This only hits instants or sorceries. Which there are 5 very decent targets for that. I have opened the vault. Oh my god. Alright, I think it's pretty good. I like what we have here.